How do you feel knowing you're the recipient of the Distinguished Citizen Award?
Well, I think it's truly a great honor, especially when you think about all the great people that have gone to Kent State University and the influence they have not only here in Northeast Ohio, but all across the world. And I think about walking through campus back in the late 80s and the 90s, and I can honestly tell you I never thought I'd ever be in a spot like this to win an award like this.
Andy Baskin has been so involved with our chapter and our organization for many, many years. It seemed like a natural fit and a well-deserved recognition as a result of the incredible amount of time, talent, and dedication that he gives to our organization.
Passion is a word that I use, and I truly believe in it, and I believe that things that I can do can make a difference. And so, you know, a lot of it is fun and games and crazy and antics, but I'm pretty serious when it comes to some of the things that I do.
Andy has been someone that has been very involved in our chapter for reasons that I'm sure he would rather not be involved. Andy lost his brother about 7 or 8 years ago to cystic fibrosis. So it would be understandable if someone would want to be angry, not be involved, distance themselves from the organization. But Andy did the opposite. He got more involved.
One of his goals was to make sure that no kid ever had CF again. And I live for that. I live for trying to raise money and trying to get rid of it, because I think it's a disease that it's just a matter of money.
That's the amazing thing about Andy, because he's a busy guy. He hosts a radio show and a TV show, and that alone keeps him busy. But then he always gives of his time, and we know how much behind-the-scenes work that involves for him to get involved, not just with the golf tournament that's in his brother's name, but all the other charities that he's involved with.
If the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation thought enough of me to write a letter to Kent State to say, being a distinguished alumni, I think we're making strides towards trying to find a cure for cystic fibrosis. And for me, that means we're making a difference. And if we can get the word out there, and if it means winning an award through Kent State University and trying to get people to be more aware of cystic fibrosis, which is a disease that I believe we're going to cure in my lifetime, then it's all worth it.
When you think about what he's done professionally, he got that background and training from Kent State. And again, it's not an insignificant thing. He's very modest, though. He won't pretend that he's a big deal, but we see Andy as a big deal.
Well, I definitely want to thank the Alumni Foundation, because I'm sure that there were hundreds of letters that you guys received, and I can't imagine somebody went through this and said, oh, blah, 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 oh, doctor, lawyer, man who saved the world, man who found a cure for this, man who did this, television guy, radio guy. And so I really appreciate the fact that the Alumni Association was so gracious in giving me this honor. But more than that, I do want to thank the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. I know that Nate Cross wrote a letter. We spent a lot of hours together. We raised a lot of money trying to find a cure for cystic fibrosis. And I really want to thank everybody in the CF office in Northeast Ohio, because they do a wonderful job, and it's thankless, because their job one day, my job is to try to get rid of them and fire them, because we're going to find a cure, and I want them to go work for somebody else and go try to find, let's raise money and funds for something else.